Hello students, my name is Dr. Caulfield and I chair the science department. In this video I'm going to very briefly go through all the different courses that we are offering as electives that are available to our juniors and seniors. And if you hear something that sounds interesting to you, I encourage you to go further, and we have separate videos that will just talk about that one individual course. So we're just trying to make sure you know what we're offering for the next year. Okay, so first I'm going to start with our year-long courses. For us, our year-long courses are our AP courses, and so we have 4 different ones that we teach out of science. AP Biology is a course that will take you further than what you've done before in your first year biology class. You're gonna learn a lot about the details of cells and proteins and enzymes and things like that and how they work. And that curriculum does a good job of trying to make sure that you understand the application of it. So there are going to be a lot of case studies. There's a lot of lab work as well. AP Chemistry, very similar. It's going to have topics that you have not seen before that are going to help you broaden out your chemistry knowledge. And there's a lot of open-ended lab work there. So you're going to have the opportunity to feel a little bit more like a scientist in the sense that you're going to be able to kind of control the way that you operate your lab work, and you decide your procedures, things like that. AP Physics is going to be a course where if you really want to strengthen your applied mathematics, specifically your calculus, as it applies to applied physics, this is a good course for you. It's going to start predominantly looking at mechanics. That's how things fly through the air and forces and momentum, things like that. But it's towards the end of the course, it's also going to get into electricity and magnetism. So really good course for those that might have some interest in the physical sciences or engineering. Then we have AP Psychology. That course is a place where people find that they maybe didn't even realize that they had a lot of interest. It's fascinating to learn about who people are and why they do what they do. This course generally, you should know, does expect a fair amount of outside of the class reading, typically out of the textbook, but that's really done in exchange so that you can spend your class time talking about really interesting, cool things. Okay, those are the year-long courses. Now I'm going to go through our first semester courses. So first we have Anatomy Physiology. So this course is, of course, going to take you through a lot of the body systems. You're going to learn a lot of details about the structure of the body and the function of the body, and there are opportunities for dissections in that course. We have Engineering, Design, and Build, where really the spirit of that class is so that you can start working on some of your hands-on skills, and you can really work on your design and the creation of those designs. We have Forensic Science, which is a course that dabbles in a lot of the different types of sciences, and it's going to be a place where you can really learn how investigators do the work that they do and how we can rely on science to learn things about places that have evidence left behind. Okay, we've got Epidemiology of Infectious Diseases, so this one's particularly timely. This is where you would be able to learn about things like parasites or different bacteria, viruses. Definitely you would learn a lot about things like COVID, but there are a lot of other infectious diseases that have happened over the years, and and it's a good place to learn about those. Then we have Marine Science. Marine Science, as it suggests, is going to talk a lot about underwater environments. It's going to have a heavy biology slant, but you'll be able to take everything that you learn out of that class, and it's going to help you better understand our ecosystems and different oceanic environments and things like that. So those were the first semester. Okay, so now we have the second semester courses, and there are going to be some repeats over what I just mentioned. So the first one is Biotechnology and Ethics. So this is a different course than Epidemiology, but this is a course that is going to have some of the same sort of conversations happening. So this is a course where not only would you be able to talk about some of the new vaccinations that are coming out with COVID and how that technology has been applied, you might be able to talk about things like CRISPR and genetic engineering and the ethics behind that. Then we have engineering, design, and build again, which I already talked about, of course. And another just like that, we have forensic science, also offered in the second semester. And then again, we have marine science, also offered in the second semester. So engineering, design, and build, forensic science, and marine science. Those are all offered both semesters. Lastly, we have molecular gastronomy. So it turns out, and this won't be a surprise to you, that there's a lot of chemistry involved in cooking and baking and things like that. And so this is a course where you're really able to take the application of food science to the next level and apply some of the things that you've learned in previous courses. You get to run some experiments, and you also get the advantage that you get to make some food, which is kind of fun for people. Okay, so we have our year-long courses, semester 1 courses, semester 2 courses. Like I mentioned before, if any of those things sounded interesting to you, I highly encourage you to go and watch the individual video that'll tell you more about the course.